So hello everyone, welcome to the new video. This video is going to be about how to clear IELTS in first attempt, and this video is coming in the 2024 edition. Means that the students who are going to give exam in 2024, there are some tips for them also that could really help them as to uplift their score and get 6+ band. While making this video, I am assuming that your level is of 5.5 in any one module or 6 in 2 modules. Means that you are not able to get 6 overall or 6 each. I am assuming that. Okay, so related to this, I will be giving you tips in this particular video where we will be talking about daily habits, and this will be a total 30-day plan. This would be a 30-day plan, and in this 30-day plan, I will be keeping the things in a way so that there would be an overall development of your English language ability. Means that your reading would also become good, your writing would also go great, and other 2 modules, listening and speaking, would also improve in this. So first of all, let's talk about speaking and writing, that what you have to do every week. So first of all, I have written our phone number over here, that is of Toppers World. You could just call at this number or message at this number for getting 2 modules, 1 module or all module classes. For 1 module, you would have to pay 2,500. For 2 modules, it would be 4,500. And for all modules, it would be 6,500. So these are the fee charges, and the classes are of month. Okay, so let's talk about what you have to do. The main thing you should focus on in the week 1 is just learning the format and watching the videos about format, so that you could know particularly that what things you have to write and what things you do not have to write. I have seen a lot of students who just think that they have to speak in speaking and they have to write in writing, but that is not the case. In writing, you have to write in a certain way, in a certain form that is given to us by the Cambridge. We have to cope up with that format. You have to write in that only way which is given to us. Means that in writing task 2, you have to make 4 paragraphs, because that is the rule, that is the format that looks good also in presentation. In writing task 1, you have to keep the length short. So these kind of things you could only know when you learn the format thoroughly for the week 1. This is the most important step. If you will just skip this one and go on to these last ones, you would not excel up in writing, because this is the main step. If you just come over here or here, you would again have to go to the step 1. So just do this thing with a clear mindset that you want to learn the format of both speaking and both writing. The main thing in speaking is there are 3 parts. First is part 1, introduction, then part 2, cue card, part 3, follow-ups, and in the writing there is task 1 and task 2. In task 1, for the general training students, there is a letter, and for the academic students, there is something like a map, or there are some pictorial graphs, there is a diagram. So these kind of things are over there. So you have to learn the format thoroughly first of all. After that, what comes next is vocabulary and sentences. I have seen that students lack a lot in both of these things. After learning the format, what you have to do is you should write. From day 1, you should start writing something, because when you will write, then only you could know about your problems. When we will do not do anything, then we cannot mend those mistakes. Okay, so you have to do something, after that find the mistakes from there and then mend those. This is the main thing. Okay, start writing something from the day 1, so that you could know where you are lacking, either in the vocabulary or in the sentence formation. So if you are lacking in vocabulary, means that you want to write something else for some particular word, but you are not having that. Just start learning vocabulary. This could be done by doing reading every day, because in reading you get a lot of words. You could just make notes of those words and use them in writing, speaking and everywhere else. Okay, so vocabulary and sentences are the main thing that you should focus on, because these are the key build-up of your writing and speaking both. After that, write down your mistakes. Please write down your mistakes every day, that where you are lacking. For example, if you are lacking in any particular type of tense and you would write it every day, then you could just know that where you are lacking. Okay, when we write our mistakes, we can know how to mend them, how to clarify them. Okay, so just write down your mistakes particularly so that you can know where you have to work further. After that, for the week 3, mending the mistakes is the main thing first of all. For example, I do not know past continuous tense, I am facing a lot of problem in that. I would just do the past continuous tense in a one day, and after that I would be doing my preparation further. Okay, so you have to do that particular thing and go next after that. Okay, so every mistake that you have, just clarify that. After that, mock test is the main thing. If you are joining any online classes, if you want to go to any institute, just tell them that you want mock tests from the day 3. Okay, from week 3, start doing mock tests every day, so that you could particularly know about your mistakes, your score, that where you are standing, and you could also get to know that whether you could fill exam or not. After that, in week 4, everyday test is again main over here, and the last thing is touch up. Touch up, what I mean to say with touch up is just see the format videos once again, so that you could again get to know about the format clearly and precisely, so that you would be able to write good. Okay, and also try to read and listen 8-band, 9-band writing tasks and speaking videos, because this would help you know that in what way those people speak or what way those people write. Okay, this would help you a lot in improving your writing and speaking both scores. Now let's just talk about reading and listening, and I would just try to keep this video very short because I cannot make this so long and cover all of the key points. I would try to make videos on each and every module one by one also. In listening and reading for the week 1, what you have to do is you have to learn the type of questions, because there are different kind of questions that come in listening and reading. For example, in listening there are a set of questions like blanks, MCQs, there is a map, and there is matching. These kind of questions come over there in listening most of the times. And for reading there are MCQs, list of headings, blanks, and many other type of questions. So you just need to cope up with all of these, because once you know how to solve these questions and what is the way to find the answers for them, then only you would be able to do listening or reading. If you will start doing the listening and reading just without knowing about the format, then you would not be able to learn anything and you would only get a very low score. What happens in reading is that it goes with the flow. For example, first answer you have found here, second would be here, third would be here. It will be in a downward manner unless the type of question changes. Okay, for example, a list of headings, you have to find the answers in a scattered way, like one is there, one is there. But in every type of other question like MCQs, blanks, the answer go in a downward manner. And what happens in listening, that is also same. It goes in a downward order, and the questions are not repeated, the audio is not repeated, it goes in the flow. Okay, it does not repeat. After that, next is for week 2. What you have to do in week 2 is replay listening and do reading without time. What does this mean? Start doing listening. Okay, once you know the format, once you get to know about the format, just start doing the tests, so that you can get to know that what in reality those are. Okay, do listening by replaying it, because first time when you do listening you are not able to catch it. Okay, anybody whoever has a good level of English also, he would not be able to catch the audio that they are playing. So just do it by replaying again and again, so that you could particularly get to know how they pronounce the answers, how the answers go on. And do reading without time, because if you will be having in your mind that you have to do in 1 hour, then you would not be able to do for the first some initial days, because what happens is that this pressurizes us. This 1 hour pressurizes us a lot. So do reading without pressure, without time, so that you can get most of your answers correct. Okay, for the first few days you need to get most of your answers correct, because this way you would be able to find your strongest part and your weakest part, because in some questions every student is very strong and in certain questions every student is very weak. Okay, so you need to know about your strong and weak parts so that you can do reading with that manner. After that, for the week 3, do one listening and reading test every day. Okay, first thing is doing one listening and one reading every day without any break, plus doing the difficult parts every day. What I mean by difficult parts is, for example, if you find difficulty in doing list of headings, just do one test of reading, one full test of reading, and after that 10 to 20 questions of list of headings, 10 questions of MCQs, wherever you find most difficulty. Okay, so that you can focus on those particular type of questions. For example, I find difficulty in only list of headings. What is the manner of doing the whole test again? Okay, so you just need to focus on that difficult part, so that you could also get some answers correct of that, you could understand about that. Same goes with listening. For example, you are finding a lot of difficulty in maps. Just do 2 to 3 maps a day plus one full listening test. This could also help you do listening and reading in a better way. For the week 4, here comes the most integral part, where you have to do one mock test every day plus doing the mock test on 1.25x speed. I always tell the students to do listening at a higher speed, so that they could particularly have the experience of fast audio, because sometimes the audio is fast over there. Okay, so you need to learn doing listening in a fast audio also, because if the audio would be fast over there and you just have done it in a slower format, you would not be able to cope up with that. But when you will have experience of doing the fast audio listening, you could easily do the slower one also and the faster one also. So keep this in mind. Mock test, 2 tests every day, 2 listenings, 2 readings every day for the last week, because your exam would be nearing. And do reading in 40 minutes. Aim to do reading in 40 minutes, because if the test would be complex also, then also you would be having 20 minutes left with you to do that in a better way. Okay, so try doing this and try some methods like starting the reading from behind, starting with the type of questions you like the most, starting from the first. Whichever technique helps you the most, just try and make that your particular technique. Okay, try everything and choose one that suits you the most. This will be the best thing you could do for reading. Okay, so these were some tips for listening and reading, and also for speaking and writing, that you need to keep in mind. And this is your whole 30-day plan, and if you follow this, you follow this strictly, you would surely get 6 band. 6 band are very easy to get. 6 band means that you are able to converse in English, and you are able to explain your thoughts, and you are able to interpret the thoughts that are spoken by others. Okay, so just follow these tips and do these things every day without any break. You would be able to get a very good band score within 30 days. Okay, thank you very much. You could also join our online classes. As I told in the video, I have also mentioned all the details in the description box. You could just check out that and join the online classes if you want. Thank you.